Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. This video is very much so overdue. This is going to be my updated makeup collection and inventory, and I won't be showing my storage in this video. There's a possibility I will be moving soon, which is really exciting. Nothing's definite yet, but once I eventually move, because it will be at some point this year, I will be doing an updated makeup storage area because I've had the same one for the last several years. So I did a video, I believe last year, on my storage, but I don't think it's really necessary for me to do an updated one because really only the products changed and my storage remained the same. So this will be my makeup collection and inventory, and if you're new to makeup inventory videos, basically I go through each category of makeup, like foundations, lipsticks, eyeshadows, let you know my exact numbers and totals in that category, and let you know my goal for each category. And I think I have a goal for each one except for maybe one or two of them, so I'll just let you know if I have a goal or not. Some of the areas went down, some went up, and I did do a lot of friend makeup swaps this year. And I didn't buy a whole lot, but this year I definitely want to be on a non-official no buy or low buy. I just want to be really smart with my money this year and not really buy a ton of makeup. But anyway, let's get into the first category, which is going to be face products. And first one I have is primers. So I apologize, I have my computer in front of me right here, and I will be looking down a few times throughout this video, or probably the majority of the video, so I apologize. For primers, previously I had one, I currently have three. I used up a Wet n Wild Dewy Primer, the Physicians Formula Spotlight Primer, and then I have the Too Faced Hangover RX, which is one I purchased, and then my friend Lisa gave me two primers. So one is the Makeup Revolution Hydrate and Prime, and the Essence Glow Boosting and Pore Minimizing Primer. My goal for this category is to only have one primer. I don't really see a need to have more than that at a time. For foundations, previously I had three and I actually currently have two, so I did go down in this category. I used up the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation in Ivory L2. I decluttered the Ordinary Coverage Foundation. I just found it to be a little bit drying, so I don't have that foundation anymore. I used up the Milk Makeup Flex Foundation Stick in the shade Fair, and I used up the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in Natural. I currently still have the Milk Makeup Flex Stick Foundation in Shell, and I also have the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation in Shell L0, so it is the lightest shade. My goal for this category is to have two foundations because I like having two different colors, so I'm currently at my goal, but I do want to use up the ones that I have currently. For concealers, previously I had two and I currently have one. I used up the Kokie Be Brighter Concealer in Fair, the Becca Agel Luminous Concealer in Fair, the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Light 10, and I still have the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer in the shade Light Nude. And some of the categories I say I had a previous number, but the number might seem a little bit higher. That just means I purchased and finished the product in the time that I have waited to update my makeup inventory. But anyway, my goal for this category is to have one concealer. I don't really use different shades of concealer for different things. I usually just use them for underneath my eyes and also on the skin. I don't usually use a brighter concealer for my under eyes, so I'm fine having the same as my skin tone. So one concealer will work perfectly fine for me, and I'm currently at my goal. For powders, previously I had one and I currently have two. I still have the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Loose Setting Powder. I'm getting very close to using that up, but I do still have it. And then I purchased the Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot Setting Powder, and I actually use that to set my eyeshadow primer, so I don't necessarily use it on my face, but it is technically a face powder, so I do have it in this category. But my goal for this category is to only have one face powder at a time. Powder's not one of my favorite things for makeup. I'm totally fine just having one. For face palettes, previously I had one and I still have the same one. I have the Makeup Revolution Incandescent Highlighter Palette, and my goal for this category is to have up to two face palettes, so I am under my goal. I'm giving myself room to purchase another one because maybe I'll find a blush, bronzer, and highlighter palette that I like. But for cream and liquid highlighters, previously I had one and I currently have two. I have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in Moonstone, and I got that from Octoly somewhat recently, within the last few months while I've been updating my makeup inventory. And then I recently purchased the e.l.f. Glow Highlighter in Moonlight, which is a cream highlighter, and the Becca is a liquid. My goal for this category is to have, I guess, one cream highlighter or liquid highlighter. I don't use them very often, but I don't mind having them in my collection. For powder highlighters, previously I had 8 and I currently have 6, so I did use up 2 powder highlighters, which is pretty exciting. I used up the Wet n Wild highlighter in Blossom Glow, and I used up the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Champagne Pop. I still have the e.l.f. Shimmer Highlighting Powder in Pearl Glow, the BH Cosmetics highlighter in the original Zodiac palette, and then the 4 highlighters in that Makeup Revolution highlighter palette that I mentioned in my face palette category. My current goal for this category is to have 5 powder highlighters. I still think that's a lot, but I do have a face palette with 4 highlighters, so if I can get down close to that, I'd be happy. For bronzers, previously I had 1 and I currently have 2. I still have the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast, and my friend Lisa gave me a mini of the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Bronzer mini in the shade Shady Biz. So I do have 2 bronzers currently. My goal for this category is to only have 1 bronzer. I'm not a big bronzer person and it'd take me forever to get through, so I don't really need to have more than 1. For blushes, previously I had 3 and I currently have 4. I decluttered the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso, so I don't have that one. I also decluttered the Essence Mosaic Blush in All You Need Is Pink. I still have the ColourPop blush in To the 10, and I purchased the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Vivid Swirl Highlighter in Rosewater, as well as the Laura Geller Baked Blush in Brighten and Peach Delight. I also still have another Laura Geller highlighter in Honeysuckle, which is one of their baked ones. So I do have 4 blushes right now, and I love all 4 of them, which is nice. And I would like to be around 3 blushes for my goal, and I'm over my goal currently, but I do like all 4 of them. The last face category I have is setting/facial sprays. I previously had 1 and I currently have 1. However, since I last updated my makeup inventory in May last year, I have since purchased and finished a lot of setting sprays. I currently only have the Makeup Revolution Super Fruit Replenishing Essence Spray right now. My goal for this category is to have 1 setting spray at a time. I'm fine having backups, but typically I'd rather just have 1. Now onto my favorite category, section, or whatever you want to call it, and that's eye products. And eye products are my favorite. I love to play around with eyeshadows and glitters and different looks on my eyes. So first I have eye primers. Previously I had 3 and I currently have 3. So I finished the Milani eyeshadow primer, and I still have the NYX glitter primer and the Marc Jacobs coconut eye primer. I recently purchased the P. Louise eyeshadow base in 1, which I'm really excited to use, but I want to finish my Marc Jacobs one first. And my goal for this category is to have 2 eye primers. I like having a glitter primer and a regular eye primer. I really haven't used my glitter primer that much recently because I've had cream shadows that I like to use a little bit better, but I still like to have it. But I'm currently 1 over my goal, but I don't mind having the extra eye primer right now. For cream shadows, previously I had 1 and I currently have 2. I have 2 of the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils in Cottage Cheese. I'm very close to finishing 1 of those Cottage Cheese eye pencils, so soon it'll be just 1. My goal for this category is to have 2 cream shadows, and I prefer them to be different colors, but I guess I'm currently at my goal because I have a backup of 1. Sorry if the angle changed slightly. I have my laptop kind of hanging like on my legs and I don't want it to fall, so I just kind of slid back on my bed a little bit. So now on to pencil eyeliners. Previously I had 2 and I currently have 2. I have 2 of the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencils in Black Fever. If you've been watching me for a while, you would know that's my favorite black eyeliner. So I have 1 going right now and I do have a backup. And I previously had the NYX Slide On Glide On eyeliner in Sunrise Blue. I finished that. I also finished the Jordana eyeliner in black. It was a wooden eyeliner pencil, I forget the actual name. And I also finished an Essence liner in Black Fever as well. So my goal for this category is to have 2 different colors. I do have 2 liners right now, but they're both the same color. It's black, so I don't mind having a backup, but I'm giving myself room to get a different color. For liquid liners, previously I had 2 and I currently have 1. I finished the NYX Matte Liquid Liner in black. That one's my favorite liquid liner ever and I'm very excited to repurchase it. I'm currently using the Essence Precise Liquid Liner. So that's the only liquid liner I have right now. I also previously decluttered the e.l.f. liquid liner in black, but the NYX one is my favorite. I might purchase it as a backup soon, but my goal for this category is to have 2 liquid liners because I kind of want to get a brown one. I think that would be pretty. Now for mascaras, previously I had 2 and I currently have 4. I finished the CoverGirl Supersizer Mascara, the Buxom Lash Mini, I decluttered. I think I gave that to my boyfriend's little sister. I finished the Catrice Glam & Doll False Lashes Waterproof Mascara, finished a Benefit Roller Lash Mini, I finished the Essence Lash Princess in Waterproof, and I actually repurchased that one, so that's one of the mascaras that I have right now. I am currently using the Wander Beauty Mile High Club Mascara, which I got from Influenster. And then I have the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara and a sample Chanel Mascara. So I do have 4 total. My goal for this category is to have 2 to 3. I don't mind having 1 or 2 in use. I prefer just to have 1 mascara in use, but sometimes 1 mascara isn't just enough. So I like to give myself a little buffer there in case I want to back up. For brow products, previously I had 3 and I currently have 2. I finished 2 of the e.l.f. brow gels and I have 1 in use currently. And then I also have the Urban Decay Brow Blade in the shade Brown Sugar. And my goal for this category is to have 2 different brow products. I like having a brow gel and then possibly like a powder or a pencil. So I'm currently at my goal and I will probably have those both used up fairly soon. So I will be able to dabble in new brow products soon. But for now I'm at my goal, which is fine. For Premade palettes, previously I had 6 and I currently have 8, so I am over the number that I had previously, but I finished / decluttered the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, so it was my Panette palette for the second half of 2019, and I finished a lot of the shadows in it, but I didn't necessarily finish the entire palette, so I kind of just said finished and decluttered for this. And then I still have the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival eyeshadow palette, the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette, the Anastasia Sultry palette, which is my current Panette palette for this year, and I know I will be finishing that in the next few months. The Anastasia Soft Glam palette, the Profusion Metallics eyeshadow palette, and I've purchased the Violet Voss La Macaron eyeshadow palette, which is a smaller palette, and I also purchased the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil eyeshadow palette. It's a more colorful matte palette. There's a few shimmers in there, but I haven't used the shimmers in it yet. And that one is kind of on my chopping block right now. I'm not sure if I want to keep it, but for now I'm counting it in here. And then my friend Lisa gave me the Makeup Revolution and Soph X eyeshadow palette. So I didn't purchase that one, but it is new to my collection. My goal for this category is to have 5 palettes, and I'm currently over it right now, but I would like to hit my goal. And I think I can definitely do that in the next year or so with decluttering and panning. For single shadows, previously I had 3 and I currently have 8. I did make some JD Glow Cosmetics orders, so I did buy several of those, and then I also picked up some ColourPop ones. So I decluttered the Tarte Chrome Paint in Martini. I just wasn't using it a whole lot. And then I still have the JD Glow Cosmetics White Gold Shadow, still have Limelight. I purchased Fairy Acid, Unexpected, and Reserved. I also previously finished the Jordana eyeshadow in Ivory. And I picked up the ColourPop Wake Up Call eyeshadow, the Goin' Steady, which are 2 of their pressed shadows. And then I also purchased the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Ritz. Sorry, that was kind of all over the place. It's kind of just how I have it in my like spreadsheet down here. I don't have a goal for this category. For single shadows, I'm pretty selective with which ones I want to pick up as singles. They're either going to be like everyday colors or very specific colors that I want in my collection. For my eyeshadow total, previously I had 122 eyeshadows in total, so this includes my single shadows and pre-made palettes. Currently I have 159, so it's definitely from purchasing a couple larger palettes, getting gifted one, and then I also purchased some singles, so the number did go up, but I did actually finish 32 eyeshadows last year, I'm pretty sure, in 2019, so I did finish a lot of shadows in the last year as well. I just picked up a palette or 2 and got gifted some, and it definitely increases your numbers even though you've panned a lot. My goal for this category is to have 100 or less eyeshadows in total. I think when I have 5 palettes or less, I definitely will be under that goal or close to it. But for glitters, previously I had 5 and I currently have 6. I actually finished several glitters. I still have the NYX Glitter Goals Glitter Quad in Galactica, but I only have 1 glitter from that right now because I finished 3 of them. I decluttered the Stila Glitter and Glow highlighter in Kitten. I decluttered the Stila Glitter and Glow in Wanderlust. I Purchased the ColourPop Pressed Glitter and Overpacked, and then I purchased the Stila Glitter and Glow Mini in Diamond Dust and also in Kitten Karma. And I also purchased the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Midnight Cowboy. So I did purchase a lot of glitters recently. I love glitter, I use them a lot, so I don't actually have a goal for this category. Finally, we have lip products. For lipsticks, previously I had one and I currently have 3, and these are like regular bullet style lipsticks. I finished the Too Faced La Creme Mini Lipstick in Nude Beach, and I purchased the ColourPop Cream Lipstick in What's Your Sign. I was sent the Undone Beauty Light on Lip in Gosh Garnet, which was from Octoly, and then I purchased the Morphe Lipstick in Forevs. My goal for this category is to have 3 like bullet style lipsticks because they're my preference. I don't use lip products a ton, and I like more moisturizing ones, and I find that more bullet style lipsticks are. So I'm at my goal currently. I'm fine if I go up a little bit, but I would like to stay around 3. For liquid lipsticks, previously I had 4 and I currently have 1. I did some decluttering, so I still have the Too Faced Melted Matte Mini in the shade Sugar Cookie. I decluttered the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in Unzipped, the Kylie Cosmetics Matte Liquid Lipstick in 20. So my goal for this category is to only have 2 liquid lipsticks because I don't use them a whole lot. I'm fine having a darker one and then also a nude color, so I don't want to have more than 2 liquid lipsticks because I really haven't been into them this year. For lip glosses, previously I had 1 and I currently have 1. I finished a mini of the Buxom glosses in Celeste and also 1 in Dolly. And then I still have the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fussy. It's my favorite lip gloss, and my goal for this category is to have only 1 lip gloss. For lip balms and treatments, I previously had 1 and I currently have 6, so I definitely want to decrease this category, but I only bought, I think, 1 of the lip balms and treatments, and I was gifted the rest of them. So I still have the Eco Lips Vanilla Bean Lip Scrub. I purchased the Pacifica Hawaiian Banana Lip Balm, and then I was gifted the Mario Badescu Original Lip Balm and also their Rose one. Gifted the Eco Lips Brown Sugar Lip Scrub and also the Carmex Comfort Care Lip Balm. I recently just got that from a baby shower I went to. And my goal for this category is to have 2 lip balms or treatments because I want to have a lip scrub and a lip balm. So I'm definitely going to be working on this category this year. So that is it for my current makeup collection and inventory, and I'm fine with most of my numbers. I definitely want to decrease my eyeshadows, but I will be panning a lot, and I'm really going to try not to buy eyeshadows this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I also have a horse channel if you want to check it out. It is called C&K Equestrian. I'll have it linked down below. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.